Hello and welcome back to Land of Illusion. I'm glad I'm calling it Land, not Castle of Illusion.
The Land of Illusion!
Yarr. But yes, welcome to the ruins and the return of the lantern.
Oh, it's Lumiere's grandfather.
This time you do have to use it to take out enemies though, so a little bit extra to it. And you actually need to use it as a frequent platform.
Tricky.
So they kind of spiced it up, but it's quite short-lived, to be fair.
Pity.
But hey, at least they're using an old mechanic and they're using it well.
It's nice that those chests also happen to be luminous.
Yes, I will admit that. Also, butt bouncing is a lot more important in this game than it was in the previous one. And hey, look!
Another star, which we can't get
However,
to yet.
Yeah, we can't actually get to that one. We will need to come back at a later point, and this is me trying to figure out, because I'm pretty sure there was a secret passage up or something, but unfortunately I cannot find it. You will see later. What I will be doing is, once I get the item that I need to get all the stars that I've missed, I will be coming back and doing a video just reclaiming them all.
I see. So, as there are many stars, does our power increase by those stars, or is it still just 5?
Nope, 5's the max you can get.
5's the max you can get, even though there's lots more stars.
They do, however, add up in your total screen at the end of the game and give you a bonus depending on how many you found.
Now,
why?
Shouldn't you just go straight through the ghost there?
How do we know that they're not? How do we know they're not pumpkins in disguise? Here's an interesting new mechanic, though. Now, if you butt bounce on these blocks, they'll disappear, but if you throw them, they won't.
Oh,
and
so
at that
make
point,
ourselves
I
a
realised,
bridge.
Yeah. Also, the rule applies from the previous game. You can't lift up 2 blocks that are on top of each other, so you have to lift blocks on top of each other. And at this point, yeah, I kind of forget what I'm doing and get hurt quite a bit.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. But there's a checkpoint, so it's all okay.
Yep, and also here's a demonstration why these blocks are very useful. They do appear again in the game, though not that frequently, but it's one of those nice things. They don't overuse it, so it's not too bad.
I thought for a moment that it'd be very tricky and it'd need 4 and you'd have to somehow get 1 from the other side. That would have been...
Oh god, no. This is another very interesting mechanic. Auto-scrolling that has a slight control on it. Now, these little buttons will reverse the way the screen's scrolling. Now, bear in mind that you can get squished by the screen scrolling, which is thoroughly annoying, but, you know, it happens, and yay, full cake, I needed that.
Yeah. Cake can save the day.
But yes, you may have noticed the locked door at the very beginning. I think you can guess what we're going to have to do.
Call a locksmith.
Well, no. We just got to find the key. And look, there it is. Thankfully, the screen won't crush you right at the end of the screen, so it's not too deadly, but... yeah, you now have to go back, and they thankfully don't ever reuse this gimmick, because I think once is fine. But it's a nice little thought-out puzzle. In my opinion, of course.
I do like how Mickey seems sort of waver on the spot.
Oh, that's just me messing about with the controls. But yeah, you can also use the key itself to hold down the buttons. Again, very useful. You just need to be aware that if the key goes off screen, you will need to go all the way back to go and collect the new one.
Presumably because one of the pumpkins picked it up.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, we'll go with that crazy logic.
A very nice little set piece there where you actually have to use the key as a platform. This is the only place you need to use it, but there are a couple of there is, I think, one other occasion where you can use it to your advantage, let's say. However, that's much later on in the game.
Here's the key for the door.
And hitting the signpost.
Lovely.
So go back. So you don't have that too mad a dash to the door.
It's not a massive disaster.
Yes, welcome to the boss. Now, this level is revisitable because you have to be able to get that star. So it's not just boss levels that you can't revisit. However, if you do revisit a level that has a boss that you can revisit, you won't have to fight the boss again, rather thankfully.
So, previously fire hurt the ghosts, and now we've got a ghost that can actually summon fire.
Yes.
Or I say a ghost, it's just a giant handkerchief, really.
Yes, I'll go with you on that one. But hey, we've beaten him, he gives up and leaves us the magic shrinking potion.
Take that, you ghost.
And I've accidentally covered up what you do to do it, to actually use the potion. But yes, there's two buttons on the Master System, the 1 button and the 2 button. To shrink, all you have to do is crouch and press 1. Very, very simple.
Mickey does his magical star jump and summons the door, and all is well.
Yep. Only the 1 level this time, I'm afraid, because it was a slightly bigger level. So we shall catch you back when we actually finally get to properly explore the tiny cavern.